Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hyperx Alloy Elite 2 mechanical gaming keyboard with red linear tactical switches. We're going to tell you guys if you guys should definitely upgrade if you already have an Alloy 1. Esiva, this is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to be going in, taking a look at this brand new Alloy Elite 2 from Hyperx, which is the new version of the Alloy Elite. So if you currently own an Alloy Elite, you're probably going to be wondering, should I upgrade? Or if you're in the market to get a keyboard, you're probably wondering, is this the keyboard I should get? And why should I probably go with the red linear tacticals? Well, we're going to be taking a look at the keyboard, letting you guys know what the different changes are within the keyboard, and also if you should definitely be picking up this keyboard. But before we get started, a big shout out to Hyperx for actually sending us over for a review. We're going to tell you guys if you guys should definitely go ahead and pick this up, or maybe go ahead and skip it. So the new Alloy Elite 2 is the gaming keyboard, which is based off the original Alloy Elite, and we're going to be seeing the changes that this keyboard has. As one of the big factors with this keyboard is that it comes with the red linear mechanical switches, which are built for performance, responsiveness, and are made for you to be having a lot of gaming sessions without having to replace the keyboard. So let's go ahead and dive into the ergonomics of the keyboard and the hardware as well. So just by looking at the keyboard itself, you can tell it's really solid. It has a nice built-in steel frame, and it's going to give you a nice durability whether you're smashing your keyboard or you're rage quitting or you're just having those hard times not getting kills. The keyboard's going to survive the rage quit. Don't worry about it, guys. They'll be able to survive it. And one of the things I like about the keyboard is that it's built very stable, so whenever you're in those intense battles or you're having a really hard time killing someone, it's not going to be moving or wobbling around. It's actually going to be keeping itself very sturdy and hopefully allowing you to actually win that 1v1. So that is one thing I really enjoyed about the keyboard. And the same thing as its predecessor, it is a very sturdy keyboard. Overall, in general, aesthetically, the keyboard looks really awesome. It's very nice, very well designed, and I highly compliment them on their design. And I like the fact that they didn't really change too much on the keyboard. What they did is just enhance the keyboard and made it a little bit better. Now, one of the key selling features about this keyboard and overall in general about Hyperx is of course their Hyperx branded switches, which are really good for first-person shooters, for battle royales, overall for competitive gaming, or if you just are casually playing and want a keyboard that's going to give you a little bit of an edge over the competition, then yes, these red linear tactical switches are going to be making wonders for you guys, because they're going to give you a couple of benefits. And overall, let's go ahead and break down what these benefits are so you guys can better understand why you should probably pick this one up with the red switches. It's going to give you quick and fast reaction, and it's still going to be feeling soft to the touch. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of demonstration of me tapping the keyboard, and you guys can hear how soft it sounds even though I'm pressing the keyboard a bit aggressively. Another thing that I like about the switches is that they're built for performance and for lasting a long time. One of the biggest problems when they happen with the keyboards, and some of the mistakes people make, is they'll buy like a $60, $80 keyboard, and the keyboard works really good like for the first week or maybe the first days, but after that you feel like your keys are not registering, or you're just having that lapse where it's a little bit, it's not registering as fast or as quick. This is actually built for performance and overall longevity, guys. It's going to make sure that the keyboard lasts you a long time without you having to replace the keyboard, which is great because you don't want to be spending money every 3 months, every 6 months. You want a keyboard that's going to last you good for like about a year and a half, maybe to 2 years. Now you're probably wondering, Laser, that all sounds good, but how is this going to make me a better player? That's the question you guys want to know, right? Well, the reason this is going to make you a better player is because it's going to give you shorter reaction time. What I mean about that is I'm going to go ahead and put you guys a little scenario or a little example. So you guys know what trigger stoppers are if you're playing a controller, right? Trigger stoppers, basically what they do is like when you're aiming down sight, it reduces the pressure you have to put on the on the left trigger, right trigger, and shortens it so you press it faster than your opponent. This is exactly what these tactical keys do. What they do is they give you faster response time due to the fact that it's shortened, and that gives you a better, faster response time. So when someone that doesn't have this keyboard presses the letter X, they're going to be taking a millisecond to 2 milliseconds longer than you will, because you'll have faster response time with the shorter action press of the red linear tactical switches. So that's how it gives you the edge over the competition. Now, to break it down in science and give you guys overall an idea of what exactly the switches are, I tried to give you guys an example with the controller, but if you just play it on PC, you probably want to know that really didn't make sense to me, like what exactly does it do. Think of it this way. Usually every keyboard, or if you're buying a keyboard that doesn't have tactical switches, what it does is when you press the key, there's a thing within the key that's called the bump. What that means is you press it, it actually registers that key, and then it goes and continues and presses the key. So there is a little bump that goes through whenever you press a key on a regular keyboard that, kind of makes sure that you're pressing that key, and then it gives you that response, right? What these do, it actually puts an X on that bump, and it just gives you a straight line to the path of impact. So if you press H, it's going to be H. It's not going to like go through the bump and think, is he pressing T? Is he pressing J? It's just going to give you that H input. And that's what makes these switches really good. And like I said, this is what's going to give you that edge over the competition. But overall, in general, one thing I love about the switches is the fact how quiet they are. But just like I said earlier, whenever you're in those heated battles, guys, these switches are not going to be making too much noise, which is perfect if you guys are a streamer or you're trying to become a streamer or content creator. Really good, because you do not want to hear keyboards while you're streaming or strokes or anything like that. You want to make sure that sounds drowned out so people can hear your beautiful voice and not the keyboard. Now, apart from the big selling point, which is, of course, the red linear tactical switches, we also have really cool stuff. We have a dedicated media button, which is really good. It gives you nice little access if you want to go ahead, listen to some music, pause and play right off your keyboard. You'll be really good. One thing I do love is the large volume wheel, which you're able to adjust the volume just by swiping down or swiping up. They also went ahead and added a quick access button for brightness and lighting effects. So if you want to change your RGBs, you're able to change it. If you think it's too bright, you're able to bring it down. If you think it's, not bright enough, you're able to bring it up. And of course the game mode, which disables your Windows keys, which is really good. You definitely didn't want to be windowing while you're playing a game. And not only that, but it also gives you 100% anti-ghosting, because you want to avoid as much anti-ghosting as you can. Another neat feature that they went ahead and added on this keyboard, of course, is the USB 2.0 pass-through cable connection, which allows you to plug something within the keyboard if you want to have an extra USB. Unfortunately, it's not USB 3.0. I wish there would have been the USB 3.0 giving a faster, transfer speed. But USB 2.0 is not that bad. It'll help you charge some devices or maybe connect something that you just want to make sure you're connecting just off your keyboard. Gives you a nice access there, so you don't have to be going in the back of your computer, or it just gives you that extra USB, which is really cool. Now, one thing I didn't like about the keyboard, and I'm going to give them a knock on this one, is the fact that the rear of the keyboard has only one adjustable setting for the keyboard. So I wish they would have given you that option where you had 3 additional as opposed to just having one setting at all. Now, you guys wouldn't be happy with this keyboard if it didn't include RGB lighting, right? Because we cannot have a keyboard with RGB, boys. Come on, man. Come on. So the cool thing about this keyboard, it comes with Ingenuity, which is a software that gives Hyperx Alloy keyboards even more awesome stuff, which is the RGB lighting, which is going to give you nice overall dynamic effects. It's an intuitive software that will allow you to personalize your keyboard to your liking. So if you want it yellow, it'll be yellow. If you want it to blink, it'll blink. If you want it to go ahead and do anything with the RGB. But on top of that, it'll also let you do button binding, and it'll also let you program macros. So what makes it really cool is, like, if you want to make sure like you press a button and it also registers that you press WD at the same time, you'll be able to program that from the Ingenuity software, which makes it really, really cool. In addition to that, guys, another cool thing about the actual software itself, you'll be able to save all these macros, and you'll be able to save all these button combinations in a library for your profile. So if you want to play like PUBG and you want to have a separate keybind for that, and then you play Warzone, you want to have a separate keybind for that, you'll be able to set a library with different profiles, so you can just automatically switch off and on whichever game you're playing. Now, one thing I didn't mention before prior to my review last time is that this keyboard is compatible not only with a PC, but also compatible with the Xbox One, PlayStation 4. So you want to use a keyboard on your Xbox or your PlayStation 4, you're able to use this keyboard because it will be compatible with the Xbox and the PlayStation 4, and of course the brand new Xbox and the new PlayStation 5 that's coming really soon. Now you're saying, I want the keyboard, Laser, tell me what's the price. So this is going to cost you $129.99, that's US dollars, and you'll be able to pick up this keyboard right now. So make sure you guys head on over to HyperX and get yourself this keyboard, or upgrade from your old Elite keyboard. Overall, in general, guys, the keyboard looks nice, smooth, and slick. Really, really nice one. It's not going to be giving you a sore eye sitting on your desk. It's actually very, very nice. But if looks are not your thing, then performance I'm pretty sure is. And with the red mechanical switches, it's going to improve your gaming experience, and it's going to take your game to the next level with that nice responsive key press and that quiet sound that you won't be making too much noise when you're in those heavy engagements. In addition to all that, guys, the Ingenuity software gives you a whole plethora of different options for your keyboard, not only RGB lighting, but macros and also key binding, which will make you a wrecking machine whenever you engage those hard battles. Even though this is not as compact as its predecessor, it's a little bit more robust with all the brand new features that they added, which of course is the dedicated media bar that allows you to handle your media a lot easier. It should give you a nice little upgrade from the previous version of the Elite. This definitely gets the Laser Bolt approval, and I highly recommend you guys pick yourselves one up and take your game to the next level. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any additional questions regarding the keyboard, drop them down in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys on the next video.